Well, I was going to say, like, I feel like you just told at least a dozen people that if they have your number, they can just text you randomly and tell you to check the live feed.
That's true.
No one
All right, I gotta cut
text
that out.
me.
1:33.
You don't.
Yes, I
You
do.
don't. I just
Dustin,
doxed
no.
myself.
Oh, I had a transition like 20 minutes ago, but I forgot. But I didn't do it. So I'm going to do it now. Dustin.
Yes.
So you were talking about some show where they're talking about Jagged Little Pill and Alanis Morissette and like how that's like built for you. Did you watch Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie yet?
I did not. But I should.
Right.
I will.
I want to talk about it a little bit. I won't spoil it. I won't spoil anything.
Okay.
But the opening song for like the titles basically is Ben Folds 5.
Oh my god!
So and it's a song from the because so this is not spoiling anything, but part of the premise is that they time travel back to 2007 accidentally. So it's also like a song from like early 2000s Ben Folds because it's Army.
Oh, fucking love Army.
So all I'm saying, Dustin, is that this movie,
my show.
This movie is 100% your. I mean, the show also, but
okay. But I need to watch the show before I watch the movie.
You really don't. I don't. I mean, so having watched the movie, which we can talk about because it's on Hulu, you don't like. There are things. So the thing is, they use because there's a time travel element. They occasionally use snippets from the show, but because they're inevitably crossing, with their own timeline. But you don't really need like it is kind of like its own adventure fundamentally. So you don't really need to know the show. I think the only benefit of the show of watching the show first, or the main benefit, is that you know the characters a little bit better, so you understand like how like there's no real introduction. It's just like this is an adventure these two guys are going on. But like if you want like to have more of a sense of the backstory of like what's technically been 20 years of misadventures, because it started as a web series in 2007 and then they had the TV show in like 2017 or so, and then the movie now. So like it would give you a better sense of just like the kinds of weird shit they've done, but it doesn't really matter for this. Like the movie does kind of stand on its own. Like you get a sense of who they are pretty quickly anyway. So
I just saw there's only 16 episodes. I can watch that. And the end theme is Army. Yeah. The show.
Yeah.
Which is
but they open with it this time.
I love that song.
And again, it's like the so just to, without talking about it in like specifics because I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's the plot is fairly simple. It doesn't really make sense, but it doesn't matter. Like anything that they can't explain, they just hand wave, and it doesn't matter because like it doesn't like the time travel. Who cares? It doesn't matter. But what does matter is that the two things that really drive this movie is really just that like the core narrative is about just like friendship and like what it means for that versus pursuing your dreams in theory. And then the other part of it is there will be sequences where you will watch and you'll be like, how the fuck did they do that? Because based on their budget and what it looks like they're pulling off, it should be impossible, and it probably was impossible. So but as an example of an insight into their process, they have a sequence that requires like police around a mansion, like because like police tape are blocking off a scene. I'm not going to tell you why, but they had that. The reason why that ends up in the show or in the movie is because while they were filming, this is a couple years ago now, there was a shooting outside Drake's mansion. And so they decided, let's go use that as backdrop. And as they're driving there, they wrote the scene, or they wrote the beats that they needed, and then filmed it with like real bystanders and real cops hanging around. And they've said in interviews that basically like the cops were like watching them being like, we know something weird's happening, but none of it's illegal and none of it seems dangerous, so whatever. And so in the meantime, they're just like filming their like there'll be a couple tiny clips that you'll like. It's not important to the plot at all, but it's just like one of those things where, again, it's like, how do they do that? How do they pull things off like that where it's insane and it doesn't make sense? It shouldn't work, but it somehow does.
Did they get waivers? Like, how did they?
They showed up, and they, at least according to their interviews, because I read up on this sequence after, because I was like, how the fuck did they do this? Apparently, they showed up, and they know, some people they knew, I think, were there, but then they basically were told to present themselves as press. And so they said, yeah, we're independent press, and the cops were just like, all right, whatever. And, they weren't messing with the crime scene, so it's fine, but they were filming their movie secretly. So, and that's by far not the craziest thing that they do.
Yeah.
So, just watch it. It's great.
I will have it watched by next week.
All right. That's also for everyone else. You should watch it. If you love TV or movies, you should also watch a show. In season 1, there's an episode where they go to Sundance and they film at real Sundance, and it is a trip, and you should definitely check that one out. Like that was the episode I'd seen, I think, 1 or 2 episodes, but the episode that was sold to me as like, if you like this episode, you will love the show. It was that one, and my friend who introduced it to me said, just watch that one and see what you think. And then after that, I was like, well, now I have to see this whole thing.
Watch all of it. Yeah.
So that's all. That's all I wanted to say about Nirvana, the band, the show. Welcome to Pajiba, the Pajiba television podcast. I didn't say when we started. I don't know, whatever. I'm Pajiba comedy editor Dan Hamamura. With me, as always, our Pajiba managing editor Tori Preston.
Hello, Dan. Do you remember the time Dustin got kicked out of Sundance?
Oh yeah, that was a good time. We don't talk about movies here technically, but it is relevant. Because we mentioned Sundance. I didn't get
kicked out. I got banned.
Are you still banned? I was there.
Justin? They didn't remove me. Right. They just said I couldn't come back.
Are you still banned?
I don't know.
Wait, does the ban lift because they're moving cities?
I don't know. I have not attempted to go back since then because I never really. I didn't like to go to Sundance as press. I went there once as a civilian, and that was a blast.
Yeah.
But if you go as press, they put you in this tent outside of like a movie theater in a mall or something. And you just go from the tent into the movie theater and then back out to the tent all day. And you're not really with the crowd. You're just with the press.
Yeah.
In a tent, and it's cold. And it's wet, and you just have to sit on the ground and write your reviews.
Wait, you had to be in the tent? Like, why?
Because that's where the press went. That was for the press screenings.
Oh, the press screenings were separate from public ones? They didn't just give a certain number of seats to press?
No, they had separate press screenings.
That sounds miserable.
Yeah, it sounds
really was miserable. And you just try to find like 10 minutes to go to like, the strip mall Chinese place to eat that was like across the street. But when I went to Sundance as a civilian, you got to go and you got to see all the celebrities and you got to sit with the cool crowds and not the press crowds. And you can go back to your hotel if you're tired and right there.
Yeah.
And eat at the good places. But it was also super expensive. I mean, It was expensive as press, even though you get a press pass, you still have to fly out there and pay for your lodging. But I think I spent a fortune on like my pass the year that I went as a civilian.
Well, if you didn't know, he thinks Orpheus is a drip. That's Dustin
I do.
Rowles. Because he saw a play in a movie theater, which
That's right.
does not make it TV, but that's okay.
I saw Hadestown tonight.
Oh.
And it was really, really, really good. I had no idea what I was walking into, honestly. The girls wanted to go see it because it's a musical and it's just the Broadway taping of a musical.
Right. Yeah.
And I'd never seen that in a theater before, and it was phenomenal, except Orpheus sucks. But I think that's like not the actor. The actor was great.
I mean, of course.
It's just the character of Orpheus sucks. Just don't turn around, asshole.
Well, yeah, I mean, every version kind of. Yeah, he always sucks. Hadestown was created by a Vermont-based singer-songwriter. Yeah.
Oh.
I believe that, honestly.
Yeah. Does it seem
had a very
accurate?
Yeah, it had a Vermont feel. Not unlike Billy Strings.
It was, began as a DIY community theater project. Earliest iterations premiered in Vermont, starting with performances at the Old Labor Hall in Barrie and Vergennes in 2006.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a long journey.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. If it was in Vergennes, it was probably at the Opera House, which means like a few years before that, I did like a high school performance, like play at that same opera house.
So Vermont has produced two good things. Hadestown and Noah Kahan.
And what?
Oh, Bernie and Noah Kahan.
And yeah.
Ben and Jerry's, isn't that Vermont?
Ben and Jerry's is kind of a thing.
All right, you got 4.
Fish.
Champ the thing.
No, not Fish.
I couldn't even say Fish with a straight face.
Fish is from Vermont?
I don't think, or some of them ended up here, or maybe Vermont just has an outside. Yeah, maybe Vermont. Yeah. I don't know. They're just always kind of around. I was never a Fish fan.
I believe that.
Maple syrup.
Well, yeah.
I think that's more of a Canada thing.
No.
No.
Is Rusted Root from Vermont? Because I feel like they should be.
I don't think so. I don't know, though. So let's see. Famous things from Vermont. If it says Rusted Root, I'm going to be like, what? Maple syrup is number 1 before Ben and Jerry's. Craft beer. Yeah, lots of beer.
The first owner of the Boston Bruins, Dustin, Charles Francis Adams.
Wow. So.
Ethan Allen from Vermont.
Well, yeah.
Rusted Root is from Pittsburgh.
Huh.
That doesn't make as much sense.
Calvin Coolidge.
Well.
Oh, John Deere.
Oh.
Is actually from Rutland.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I've been to Rutland.
Oh, and I've heard about this. Rudyard Kipling had a house in Brattleboro that now is like, I don't know if it's an Airbnb or like, but it's some kind of like short-term rental where it's like you can go and take a relaxing retreat in like and like work in the library where like Rudyard Kipling wrote The Jungle Book, and it's like a whole thing.
Did he actually write The Jungle Book there, or is it just?
No, I know he. Yeah, it is. It's like that is actually the house where he wrote The Jungle Book.
All right.
Fish is from UVM.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And actually, this is my favorite famous Vermonter is Luis Guzman, who moved to Vermont.
Get the fuck out.
I think, yeah, he's been living in Vermont for a long time.
Wow.
I don't know
love
why.
That for him.
But yeah, I love that for him.
Vermont's a great place. Yeah.
I just think that's cute.
I love Vermont. It's just, it's got a very particular vibe.
It does. That's fair. I can't disagree with that. Except
Maine
when you insult any jam band as being Vermonty.
It just seems like a jam band kind of state. I'm sorry.
I mean, the Fish of it all doesn't help.
I hate jam bands.
Well, this is an episode where we're definitely going to talk about a lot of television.
Oh my God, we've got so much TV to talk
But
about.
before we
Do we?
Dustin, what are you
No,
drinking?
being sarcastic.
I started with the strawberry margarita that I started with last week, and they're disgusting.
I thought
but
you
I had
liked
one
it.
left. It was too strong. It was just like strawberry juice and a shit ton of tequila, I think.
Yeah.
And now I've moved on to the dregs of this bottle of wine, which is called Decoy and has a duck on it. My wife bought it. I don't know why.
Because she likes ducks.
I don't look. Typically, I avoid duck or anything with an animal, a forest animal, because of the deer. Bear, is it barefoot? Do they have deer? Who has?
No, well, barefoot has a footprint,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty clearly
there
not
one
a
with a deer
bear's
on it?
foot.
Okay.
There probably is. I don't remember.
And you're saying that that's bad, Dustin.
Yeah, I find that it's bad.
So the guy who refuses to buy wine that costs more than $12
Mm-hmm.
is
I'm a
also
wine snob.
judging wines because they're too cheap and popular.
Yep. That's
Because
right.
there's one animal-themed wine.
Yep. You know, Josh has a vintage wine at Trader Joe's now.
Oh, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't
You can
thought
get,
about
like-
Josh wines in a long time. A vintage wine?
Yeah, you pay like $20 for the vintage bottle.
What, it's from
Uh,
2015?
I have no idea. I wasn't going to pay $20 for a bottle
I mean, I
of
feel
Josh.
like if you were to, yeah. I'm sorry. And again, it comes down to the fact that the wine is called Josh. But like when you say Josh vintage wine, I just imagine like some college bro like rooting through his closet and like removing a vomit stained flannel shirt and being like, I found a half a bottle of wine from a party I don't remember. It's vintage. Like,
I just feel like Josh is the most mediocre white boy name ever. No offense to my old podcast partner, Josh Kerp.
we've literally had this conversation.
Dustin,
I know,
it's a tribute to his father, Josh, who was a military veteran and a firefighter. How
Good for
dare
him.
you?
Yeah, but you could have just called it Daddy.
Oh, that's weird. Daddy
Well,
wine?
Daddy wine. I would be more likely to trust Daddy wine than Josh. Although, oh no, but remember, I distinctly remember us discussing Josh wines and saying like, of all of the bro names, Josh at least seems like the kind of guy who does his own laundry.
Hmm.
Yeah, I find Josh totally inoffensive.
Yeah,
I'm not bothered by Josh. Josh is fine.
like Josh is not
And-
sexy, but Josh
No.
probably like
Yeah, and I
will
think that's
call you the next
appropriate.
day.
Yeah. I think that's a good name for a mediocre wine.
Every
It tells you
Paul,
all you need to know.
every Paul Rudd character seems like they should be named Josh.
Hmm.
Wasn't that his name in Clueless?
I believe it was.
Was it really?
It might have been.
That'd be amazing.
I bet there
And
are
if
no
it-
kids named
Josh
Josh anymore.
Lucas. That's right.
Yeah.
Woo!
And they're doing a prequel.
Yeah, they're doing no, it's a sequel. Alicia Silverstone's coming back.
That's a sequel.
for a
Okay,
television series.
that's right. I was
They
thinking
did-
of Elle, the prequel to Legally
Oh.
Blonde,
Oh,
even though the movie is the origin
Why
story of.
Right. Like it's where she becomes like a good like an interesting
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Like why do
And
you
Elle.
take a character who we know has gone through a transformation and then say I want to do a prequel to when they were just awful?
You need to understand how she became awful.
Do we?
what was funny about Elle? I watched
It's
Elle.
like a villain thing, right? I don't know.
No, Elle,
Yeah, was it
Elle
good?
is
Cruella?
it's okay, but the whole time I was watching it, I kept until the very end. I was like, how does she end up in Seattle and then get back to Los Angeles for her senior year, and then I was like, "Oh, that's Clueless." I feel like Elle spiritually is closer to Clueless
Well, it
than
is.
Legally Blonde, but I think Legally Blonde is probably just Clueless in law school.
Yeah. That's the problem, is that
Yeah.
they share a lot of DNA.
But
Anyway,
it's a-
that's Josh Wine.
All right.
That is
Tori,
Josh
what are you
Wine.
drinking?
Oh, I have a blackberry, what is it? Bramble blackberry sour beer from Stone
Oh.
Corral.
Oh.
My friend Breezy left some when she was here last week, and I was like, "Ooh, I hadn't bought any of this year." So
Her name is Breezy.
Her name is Brienne. She
Brienne,
goes by Breezy.
because she's a Vermonter?
She's not from Vermont.
Oh, she's not from Vermont and goes by Breezy.
Yes. And the worst part is, once you like meet her, like I always tell her, and I feel bad, but I'm like, I can't call her Brienne because like it's her name is Breezy, and Brienne feels icky to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel bad being like, your real name is disgusting, because it's not. It's a lovely name, but it's just like it makes my skin crawl thinking about calling her
Brienne.
Brienne.
Brienne is a sorority name, and Breezy is a Vermont name.
Yeah, and she's very much a Breezy.
Okay. Dan, what are you drinking, and do you have any friends named Breezy?
No friends named Breezy. Speaking of blackberries, the Blackberry movie, not a movie podcast, was directed by Matt Johnson, who does Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, and is one of the leads.
Well done.
He's also directed and wrote, I did not realize this, the Anthony Bourdain movie that's coming out soon.
Oh, Tony, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, anyway. Dustin, all I'm saying is that you really need to watch this movie, because
I will. I absolutely will.
There's a young filmmaker on the rise.
Impressed that you, within 20 to 30 minutes of the podcast, depending on when you started, you've already got a callback.
I'm just impressed that we have gone from, like, we are now officially a Badger Dustin into watching Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie podcast.
Yeah.
It seems like up my alley. I don't know why. Is it really weird?
It's not really weird. It's just it's really just that it was on, when the TV show aired, it was on Vice, which, if you remember, briefly had a TV channel.
I remember, yeah.
And was making shockingly good scripted show. I mean, this is a Canadian show, but they co-produced it, and they also did the What Would Diplo Do, which was shockingly good. And had James Van Der Beek. Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Dustin, it's just, it's fine that you don't want to watch things that are up your alley. I'm drinking a mango beer, by the way.
Ooh.
Because but
I finally
remembered I needed a mango beer. But I wanted to keep rolling through, because, Dustin, speaking of things that you're trying that are good for you and then you've summarily rejected, the Big Brother live feeds. I understand that you finally checked them out.
I did.
Did you watch them all week, or just like one?
No, I watched it for like an hour.
That's not enough, Dustin.
Not enough.
And it was so tedious.
There are 24 hours in a day, Dustin.
You have to keep it on in the background and not pay attention. Well, no, you don't pay attention most of the time, and then something interesting happens, and then you
turn it on the regular television on the background?
Yeah, Paramount Plus.
I just don't turn on the TV unless I'm watching something with the family. I know, I do have a web browser, and that's what I did. I watched on the web browser. Oh, you just put it in a different tab and you just wait.
Yeah.
I feel like I won't be able to work because I'll just
be waiting.
Want to know what's going on.
Well, that's why you have it on the TV, so you can be facing your laptop.
Did you see the whole part?
No,
about them
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dino. There was like a 45 minutes where they were talking about kid foods and fruit by the foot and how they want to change foods into dino shapes.
Well, this is the problem, Dustin, is that these people have no internet, they have no phones,
No, I get it.
They have no contact with the outside world. You can only bring in like one book, and most of the time it's like the Bible. So you can't
like by choice. Like, what do you mean they can only bring in one?
Often by choice, but I think you're generally not like I think you're not even. I feel like they restrict even like what you could bring in as a book, but like
they don't want anything too interesting because then you won't
honestly,
mingle.
I think so. So it's not every hour is a winner, Dustin, but sometimes they start scheming and then you find out, oh, this is interesting. Like you're getting the tea, or you're getting two people, like one person, talking shit about someone else that like they're in an alliance with, and then you're like, oh, this is interesting. Is this like real, or is this that, are they just playing this up for this other person because they're trying to like get on their good side? And then again, you get to compare it to the broadcast where you're like, oh, they were not actually nice at all. They've been edited to look nice, but they were being a dick when they're talking about this.
Well, there was some interesting sort of scuttlebutt over the weekend with Camu. And how he's like MAGA, and I guess the Reddit hates him.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
I didn't hate him until then, and then I was like, "Oh,
happen." I mean, he's an MMA fighter, or retired MMA fighter.
Yeah, I should have guessed.
He also is apparently fairly religious, which those combinations don't necessarily mean anything, but in this case,
he snuck in an extra Bible.
Yes. There was one woman last year who was like a total chaos agent, and she brought in a Quran, and she's not religious, but she was just like, all right, well, I'm limited to like what I can bring in. I'm bringing this. And she didn't like flaunt it or anything, but she was just like, this is my book. And it was fine.
This is what I brought.
Well, the edit, at least, didn't appear that, I mean, Camu was obviously targeting Jason. Camu, sorry.
Yes.
He was obviously targeting Jason, but the internet suggested it was because he was LGBTQ.
I don't think so.
But I think Jason was just kind of annoying.
I feel like Jason,
I could tell.
Yeah. He was not in their alliance. He was chaotic. He was loud. And
is this the one who cried because no one knew who he was?
Yes.
Yes.
Which he withheld. He didn't tell people he was on Drag
It's amazing. See, Tori does listen when we're talking about Big Brother.
Of course she does.
Tori knows. Perked up because you said RuPaul's Drag Race. Just I perked up when you talked about Survivor being on Big Brother.
D and Devins
are crushing it.
They're still doing okay.
I mean, they're in the majority. They've built the majority alliance. So
somebody at some point they're going to turn against them, and it's going to be bad news. But for now, they're running the house.
Yeah, it's also they unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, Big Brother this year threw in an element where the viewers can vote on like someone to give an opportunity to win a power, and they can either win a power or win a punishment. The punishment is usually like a bad costume or something, but but because of that, obviously the people they already know have been voted in for the power. So the first people to get voted in were Angela, who's the returning Big Brother player, and then Devins and Dee.
Right.
So it's like they also have, the potential for extra power on top of it. I mean, you can only get voted in once, so they'll,
that's a bummer.
It'll go to other people from here on out, but it's just funny that like, yeah, of course they're going to get picked because people know who they are. And
actually know who they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I find that Devins is like the most decent player there, and Dee is probably second. Like they're reasonable, okay people.
Which is also weird considering they are like, game show, Like
Yeah.
they are
chaotic.
professional television contestants.
Right.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
But in the context of Survivor, they're a little chaotic. In the context of Big Brother, they're like the reasonable adults in the room.
I see
which
again.
tells me all I need to know about Big Brother.
I don't know that that's necessarily because of the way the games work. I think it's genuinely just because they understand how, like, they've been on TV before and they've been in
That's
a
fair.
competition situation before.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Angela's a little chaotic, but that's just who she is. So that's fine.
Yeah, I feel like that. But
But
she
she
is
knows the
growing
game.
on me.
She also
Yeah.
understands the game. So, and she knows what's good TV. She knows how to make good TV. That's part of it. They're all there to make television. They're playing their roles.
Yeah, I hated everybody coming in, and now I don't hate anyone.
Oh, that's great.
Well,
Except
that
I'm
means you need to start watching the live
supposed to
feeds
hate.
because maybe you can come back
Well,
around to hating them
I
again.
feel like
maybe.
the live feeds actually made them look better.
Because you don't, yeah.
They're not insane. They're not doing
Yeah.
the confessionals where they're repeating everything that they just said
Right.
over and over.
See, Dustin, so you do see that, like, they are
I see the
kind
value.
of normal people.
Yes, I see the value of the live feeds, but it's just so time consuming.
Well, yeah, that's why you just have to keep it in the. It's just a low din in the background. Every once in a while, you look up. Like Tori, when she listens to us most of the time, I assume.
Talk about Big Brother.
Or just anything. I don't know.
Not anything. I love it when Dustin talks about how right I am.
Oh, like on Silo.
I always perk up for that. Here, let's try it.
Yeah.
I mean, Tori completely nailed it. Just like everything that she said last week was kind of amazingly on the nose. Like,
well, you mean the things about how Sims was definitely the one who was trying to meet with Juliet, and also must have been working with Walker because Walker was the one who closed Bernard down in the tunnel.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm so focused on like theories that I don't even see like what's in front of me, which is Tori is like, oh, dumbass. Robert is running this whole thing.
Well, I just thought it was what I didn't like. I could tell the pieces they were laying out. I think that the last episode was kind of interesting because I wasn't sure. Like I was waiting. The piece that was missing was obviously like why would Walker and Sims ever work together? Like why would Sims save Bernard? Like how did this happen? And so the episode did a kind of interesting job kind of having little flashbacks to show to fill in the gap and kind of explore. And some of it was stuff like I never would have guessed, like Sims basically manufacturing Juliet's position as mayor specifically to make her untouchable. And all of it is because, and it just, I think Sims and his wife and Camille's like marriage is so fascinating because they seemed like such a good team of like sort of morally gray people. And now that Sims is kind of, and they're even more fascinating now that they're actually like at odds. And so much of it is just because like Bernard essentially revealed the secret to Sims, but his wife doesn't know that he knows that like everyone in the silo could die. And so the secret is already seeping out. What's
interesting is that Sims and Camille both know the truth and they're going in different ways with that truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also you got to feel for Camille because she's trying to save everybody's life.
She's trying to save everybody's life, and she assumes that the computer program that could kill them all, she has to listen to it. Whereas what Sims knows is, and what he's learned from Bernard is like, yes, the algorithm could kill everyone, but Juliet somehow has the knowledge of what to do to stop it. And that's the piece that Camille doesn't know. So it's not that either of them is like right or wrong. It's just, again, kind of what you're talking about. Like, what rung of the ladder of information are they on?
Right.
He has one more piece of information than she does. And honestly, for apparently the past month, 3 months, or however long it was, than Juliet had. Like, she didn't know she had that knowledge either. And yeah, having the additional ticking clock of the supplies and the stuff
light
going
bulbs,
on in critical supply of, but even at that, it's like, cool. Like, even if they find where the stolen light bulbs had gone, and I think that was just an example. It's like there could be many other items that are depleted, but it's like, even if you find them, the max amount they had left anyway was 70 years. So like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not like the silo is indefinitely sustainable.
Unless they go rob Silo 17, which probably has plenty of supplies.
Yeah, I mean, if they come and turn into marauders, that would also be really interesting.
Well, it's just one guy over there.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard. Yeah, Silo's still good.
It is. And my rung of truth theory still holds.
It still holds.
It's just not.
I'm not sure that it's, the question is Juliet the villain, which was what you were starting to think.
Right. Well, I think it could still be true. I mean, we still don't know what the top rung. We don't know why there's a safeguard in place.
Yeah, why killing everyone is...
The algorithm thinks that's necessary.
Right.
But why?
Yeah, what do you have to keep them from doing when it's like... If they find out the truth... Yeah, like, what would they do if they found out the truth? Aren't they, like, just going to riot amongst themselves? Like, what is the...
I don't know. Maybe they rob all the other silos. And destroy the whole system.
I guess. But yeah, I mean, you still have... You're dealing with AI, theoretically AI pilots in the past, that being the secret cover-up. And now silos built around an algorithm, like a secret AI running everything.
And Colin Hanks.
Who we haven't met yet?
We haven't met him. He was in a preview
for
the season.
You got a picture of him, but I was like,
yeah.
Colin Hanks
he was
in
a
show?
Colin Hanks. Yeah, he was like in a preview of the season, so he's the maybe villain, the guy behind it all, maybe, unless there's a guy above him.
Yeah. I like how Colin Hanks is so much like Tom Hanks, but also frequently makes a great villain. Like, I can't think of times where Tom Hanks has really ever had to be the villain. Like, he's literally Mr. Rogers.
And Colin Hanks was in that Normal?
Yeah, he was the
cop. He was like the shitty...
Or was it the local. Nobody 2?
Oh, Nobody 2. Whatever.
It was Nobody 2,
Odenkirk.
Oh, yeah. One of the many now Odenkirk action movies. He makes a good villain.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
Like, not a mastermind, but like sort of the slimy flunky.
Mm-hmm. He also played a great villain as Colin Hanks in Happy Endings when he played himself, but like kind of a sleazy Hollywood version of himself. It was great. So
it's true.
Good for him.
Orange County still is the best movie.
All right, I have his list in front of me, Dustin. So let's see. So you think Orange County is better than That Thing You Do?
Fuck.
For you, that's better.
No.
Wow.
God damn it.
Wow, Dustin.
Blew it up immediately.
I
love Orange County, but That Thing You Do is amazing. Did I ever tell you that I made my kids watch it and I accidentally watched the director's cut?
No.
And the director's cut has like
bad.
It's like the thing about That Thing You Do is it's like a really great, trim, efficient well told, and the director's
Yeah.
cut is like 45 minutes longer, and you're like,
Ooh,
oh,
it's just dragging. Yeah.
it drags, and that's
God.
not what you want from that thing you do.
Remember when movies used to just be tight and trim and breezy?
They do.
I love that.
Did you
I
see
get so
Spider-Man this
excited when I
weekend?
see. Did I see
Dan?
what?
No, I know you saw Spider-Man. Did you see it, Dan?
No. Apparently everyone else did because it made almost $1 billion.
Yes.
Made
weekend,
so much
which
money.
is insane.
I thought for a Marvel movie, it was fairly efficient. It was only 220 instead of like 250.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a
Like-
little overstuffed, but not to the point where I was just like, it's it was fine. It had a good pace. It was
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't love it as much as the last one, which is like my favorite Marvel, Sony, whatever.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3.
I mean, it's
But it was
impossible
really
to. I appreciated because I read there were interviews where they were kind of talking about it, where like you kind of can't top No Way Home just in terms of like it was the ultimate Spider-Man movie. It was all of the Spider people,
Mhm.
like you kind of can't. There's nowhere to go from there, so they just had to kind of go a different direction and try to do something new. And I appreciated that they weren't trying to just keep going bigger and bigger and bigger. Because sometimes I feel like that's what the comic book movies do, and at a certain point they just start shooting themselves in the foot.
Yes. I feel like that based on the trailers, that's what Doomsday's already doing. You're like, oh.
I'm so exhausted by it.
Yeah.
Already.
I mean, I'll still watch it because
I'm going to watch it, obviously.
Spider-Man's probably going to be in it.
Yeah.
And Captain
Did you
America
stay
will be
for the
back.
end credit scene?
I did.
Which was nothing. Which even
was
that
so
made me
nothing.
happy. I was like, awesome. Like, thank you for basically doing a big middle finger of a end
Well, it's
credit
not like
scene.
a tie-in to some other thing.
I mean, it kind of is. It is literally a like 30-second stinger that is the equivalent of just putting a title card up that says Spider-Man will be back. Which is also how it ends. It just says Spider-Man will be back, and it's like, yeah, no shit. It's Spider-Man.
I love that Tom Holland and Zendaya are like the biggest celebrities on the planet now. With Odyssey and this, they're just like huge and they're nice and down to earth and not problematic.
Yeah.
They're just sweet kids.
Are they, Dustin?
Dan,
what
don't
have you
ruin
heard?
them.
I haven't heard anything. I'm just, just asking questions.
They're just nice kids who make fun movies
that make shit tons of money.
Yes.
Just oodles.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to talk about TV now?
Yes. Speaking of nice kids, Dustin, did you watch The Nice Kids of Adults?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
How dare you, Dustin? Tori, did
I'm
you
so
watch
sorry.
it? Tori, I understand you're very busy, so that's fine.
I also didn't watch
It
any
didn't
of
pop
the
up on
show.
my app.
Wait, you didn't watch Adults?
No.
Are you sure? Because we
did.
made a lot of fun of Dustin for preferring overcompensating over adults.
I might have just been jumping on your bandwagon.
Oh, that's fair. All right.
I would think I was supporting you.
Yeah,
did
I
watch
appreciate that, Tori.
Mary Beth Barone's comedy special, and
Dustin,
she is
we're not
either in adults or
We're not a
overcompensating.
comedy
And I don't
podcast,
remember.
Dustin. This is
No, she's in one of those
Says
two
the
shows.
comedy editor.
This is not about stand-up comedy, Dustin. That's a different podcast that fewer people listen to. Fewer than this one.
How is that possible?
It's possible, and it's highly unprofitable. Wait, sorry. How was the special? Was it good? I haven't seen
It was pretty good. Yeah,
right.
She's very much.
Is she an adult, or are you just trying to do a
No, she's. I think she's in overcompensating. Actually,
let's
So you
see.
still get them confused.
Yeah,
she isn't overcompensating, Dustin. Yes. Oh, she's the sister.
Yeah.
She's also a writer on overcompensating. So good for her. Good job. Mary Beth.
She had a very good special. She's very much in the I've had too much to drink Schlesinger lane. Lots of self-deprecating sex jokes.
Is that Schlesinger or is that more like Nikki Glaser?
Yeah.
Glazer. Yeah, she was very Glazer-esque. Yeah.
I think it could be both, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's true. Although Elijah Schlesinger's stand-up relies a lot on her like weird goblin voices and stuff. If you've seen she does a lot of she does a weird amount of voices for someone who for what is otherwise a traditional stand-up. But
I mean, look, people have sex in a lot of different ways. And I would not be surprised if goblin voices what I'm saying is I don't know why comedian who does goblin voices and comedian who does self-deprecating humor about her sex life they are not mutually exclusive.
That's fair. Yes, that is true. Tori, you're wise beyond your years. So adults on FX, they did a weird special episode, which is so it's confusing on Hulu because, for one thing, it's an FX show, but it's FX on Hulu. We've covered this before.
Which is not a thing anymore.
It is technically still a thing, but not also. As is...
Well, that clarifies it.
With FX on Hulu, it both exists and does not exist at the same time.
Schrodinger's FX on Hulu.
Yeah, but I think it does still air on FX. I don't know. I haven't had cable in a long time. But I think it does still air linearly, or I might be making that up. Anyway, the point is, Adults did a one-off episode, which is technically a new pilot, it's been, if you look on Hulu, it is listed as season 1, episode 1, which is confusing because it is obviously airing between season 1 and season 2. But I guess the reason why they do that is because this episode actually takes place before the actual pilot of the show. Because the pilot has kind of all of these characters kind of in their, you're meeting them within their current state of life. But this episode technically introduces them to, it's like the first time they meet one of who becomes the main part of the main cast. And it doesn't, it's not like that's a big event. So it's kind of weird that that's the description of the episode, but it does serve kind of as another pilot for the show. And it is like the rest of Adults season 1. And I'm very excited for season 2. It just knows what it is. Like the show just knows, like the characters are just fully formed and they're so absurd and funny that even this like second pilot, it just kind of like slides right into the rest of it and feels very normal.
So do you think, did they actually like write and shoot it after season 1? Or do you think this was the like shot in order and was the original like intended pilot and they just skipped to episode 2?
I was thinking about that. I think, I mean, I haven't researched it, so this is just my guess. I think that I think they shot it after, because I think it doesn't feel like, did they? You know that for sure.
Yeah, I did read an article this weekend. Basically, something about the original pilot turned people off within the first 4 minutes. I don't remember what it was, but
the original pilot is the cold open is they're all on the friend group is all on the subway. There's a guy masturbating on the subway, and so one of the main friends starts like counter masturbating to try to like outdo him, to be like, oh, you think you're gross and edgy, here we'll like complete, like I'm like, you can't take away my power, blah blah blah, I'm gonna do this.
Okay, well, apparently
And
that
people
turned a lot
found
of
that
people off,
off-putting.
and
That
they didn't.
honestly sets the table for who these people are incredibly well.
Yeah.
But I
Well, I
understand.
think they
This is
wanted something, another entry point.
yeah, this is a much more traditional entry point. And so it does, like, for someone who will discover the show and find that as the new first episode
one.
will actually probably be like, oh, all right, this makes, like, it does feel like a pilot to this show. But I don't know. It's just, again, this show just, like, it's very, there's a famous Michael Schur quote where he talks about how comedies should be allowed to make, I think it was either the first 5 or first 10 episodes and then throw them away, because that's how long it takes you to understand who your characters are.
Yeah.
But this show feels like they know from the start exactly who they are and, like, exactly what kind of skill set they have among the cast, because they like from the beginning they just kind of nailed it. And so this does
Maybe
not.
the audience wasn't ready for it.
Well, the audience is dumb, Dustin, and you can't
I'm
dumb
not-
things down for the audience.
I'm not saying. I'm just like, this is why they did another pilot.
Yeah.
To ease the audience into whoever the masturbation scene.
Right. And it also does serve as a, I mean, I've seen people make this point, which I agree with, that it does serve as a good entryway and a reminder of, like, oh yeah, this show's coming back. And people can be excited for the fact that it's coming back at the end of the month. So.
And
Look, the
overcompensating
point is,
isn't back, even though it came out first.
So what you're saying is, not only is this one better, not that it's a competition, Dustin, but this show is better, and it's coming back on a more regular cadence, the way that television should.
Should.
Ideally.
I do agree that, yes.
So Dustin agrees. Adults is doing TV better. It overcompensates.
No.
It's not a competition, but much like how Tori was right about Silo, I am right about Adults. And Tori is also right about Adults, because she did join the argument last year that Adults is the superior show. So
you made a strong argument, Dan, and credit where credit's due.
I watched, just somewhat related to this argument, I watched Fightland. It's a new Starz show about boxing.
Nobody knows what that is.
No. It wasn't a very good show. And it's released weekly. And a lot of people have been having because Netflix has this software slump or whatever, and they're complaining about the binge model, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I think I figured it out. Bad shows, you release all at once. Good shows, you should release weekly. Because, like, the bad show, I'm going to watch. If Fightland had come out all at once, I'd watch it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's whatever. Yeah. I want to see what happens.
Right.
But I don't want.
You're not going to remember to go back.
No. Bad show, like Harlan Coben shows, it would never work week to week. They're terrible. But they're like the biggest shows on television because they dump them.
Yeah.
And there's enough there to sustain you. So, like.
Well, that's also the Netflix thing where it's like you kind of burn through 45 minutes and then have like a final scene that leaves you on a cliffhanger, and you're like, ugh, now I have to let the next episode play. Well, I think you've cracked it, Dustin. This is why you're the mayor of television.
That's true.
Thank you. And that's
that
why
also reminds me.
Manifest lasted for so long, because it was such a good show. And it was released week to week.
It was week to week, and then it was binge. So
that's right.
They did both, Dustin.
Yeah.
And it didn't really get popular until they dumped it on Netflix.
Until it got the Dustin bump.
Yeah. Well,
which is also, dump is kind of the portmanteau of Dustin bump. So
yeah.
just give it the good old dump it all, dump on it, and then that reminds me. I know this show is, since we're just, I don't know, there isn't a lot of TV. Ted Lasso is coming back this week. It'll be fine.
It is. I'm not ready.
Yes,
it's about a women's team now, Tori. women's
on.
soccer. Didn't you
You
play
hate
soccer?
women?
I did play soccer.
Yeah. So you can
Oh my
relate
God,
to
this
this.
is right up your alley.
I know, and I'm gonna watch it because I did like
You
Ted
just need
Lasso. But
fish,
like,
and then you'd be all over it.
what? No, I wouldn't. I never listen. God damn it! I
Don't
don't know.
listen, Dustin.
I was ready for it to be just done.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm
But
excited. The
counterpoint,
trailer I watched 5 times.
one of the
I don't know if you
players
should brag
is
about that.
one of the players is the redhead from Andor. So
Oh, I love her.
yeah. So don't you want to see her more?
Yes.
Anyway,
I love her, and it's such a good Mumford song in the trailer. It's like my favorite new Mumford song.
It's not
All
a
Mumford songs sound the same.
Yeah, but it's not Mumford and
They're
Sons.
all amazing.
It's just the main Mumford.
I'm not sure there are different songs.
No, it is a Mumford song.
I know.
It's on the new album.
But I'm saying it's not Mumford and Sons. It's like he wrote it himself, the main guy. Main Mumford.
Mumford.
No, but it's on the new Mumford and Sons album.
Oh, well, it shouldn't be because it was credited to him, not
Are there
the entire
even
band.
sons? Are there actually sons?
I don't
think they're in the
I thought
band.
it was just him.
There are other Mumfords, but not sons.
My point is, I'm pretty sure he has one song.
It's a great song.
There are no other Mumfords in the band, Dustin.
Yeah.
Ben Lovett and Ted Dwayne are not his sons. It's lies.
They're not.
It's built on a lie.
Mumford and other people's sons.
Mumford and people.
I have been listening almost exclusively to Noah Kahn and Mumford and Sons since like March, whenever the new albums came out.
Because you like it or because your kids like it?
Because I like it. My kids don't give a shit.
You really like
old
Noah
people
Kahn?
music. Oh, I fucking love Noah Kahn.
That tracks.
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I remember what I was going to say now. This has nothing to do with anything. No, yeah, Ted Lasso, whatever. It's fine. I mean, I'm excited for it. Don't get me wrong. But I just recently watched a show that has been out for quite some time. Is Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix.
I love Lincoln Lawyer.
Well, I've only watched season 1, but the
I
thing
read the books.
How did that happen?
Well, I had to watch it for research for a thing. So,
okay.
But the thing that I loved about Lincoln Lawyer, besides, I mean, the season 1 case is fun and it's well, like the season as a whole is well crafted. But the thing that really got me was, and this is to your thing about binging, Dustin, is that each episode did end on a cliffhanger, and then if you continue, they resolve the cliffhanger immediately. In a way that it's like, yes, the cliffhanger was bullshit. Don't worry about it. We just had to do it because this is Netflix.
We're you to keep
go
watching.
back to making the show now.
I feel like that's the David Kelly thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he does. He's like, I'm going to play the game, but also fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that. So anyway.
Lincoln Lawyer's great.
Well, again, I've only seen season 1. I've heard that the other seasons are not
they continue to be just as good.
Do they?
Yes. And
well, now that you've seen that, you should take up some of Dustin's other recommendations, like
Landman. Landman. What I'm really concerned about is that I did not know that the character in the books and obviously in the show is meant to be half Mexican. So what that makes me wonder, like canonically, his mother is Mexican, his father is the same father as Bosch.
Wait,
but
really?
Yeah, they're half brothers.
Yeah,
it's the same universe. Which is very weird. But
Bosch, because of the rights issues, they don't show up together.
Yeah, but
what I
want to know is why did Matthew McConaughey play him in the movie?
Yeah,
that's called whitewashing.
I don't think that's a thing. I think that they must have just made a mistake. Maybe because he's from Texas, so they thought,
it's probably
McConaughey. It's probably a Beto O'Rourke situation where it's like, does he have heritage or is he just doing a weird thing?
But it's a good show. You should watch the rest of it.
Dustin,
every season is good.
I have so many
I
live
know.
feeds to watch. I have to watch
I know.
Scrabble on the CW, which has just been renewed for a third season. LeVar Burton, Dustin.
Well, it's research.
Oh, sorry, not Scrabble. Scrabble. Trivial Pursuit is LeVar Burton. Scrabble is Craig
Really?
Ferguson, also renewed for season 3. If you
I
like
didn't know there was a LeVar Burton Trivial Pursuit. I would watch both of those shows.
they're very
LeVar Burton,
comforting
Scrabble.
and they're very like low impact, easy to watch, good before bed. There are 2 seasons of both. I may have seen someone I interned with in 2006 in New York on Trivial Pursuit, and he won. And I was like, "Why does that tall weirdo look and sound so familiar?" Oh my god, I know that guy. He was tall and
Yeah.
weird back then, but good for him.
What channel are these on?
They're on the CW.
Which you have to like watch on the internet with commercials.
Yeah, just watch
like,
on the
it's
CW app. It's
annoying
fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Whatever, Dustin. Dustin, commercials are the lifeblood of television. Getting away from commercials is what got us into this mess in the first place.
You cannot run an ad-supported website and complain about commercials.
Yeah.
Why not? Every fucking reader we have complains about ads.
And yet, it is what pays the bills, Dustin.
That's true.
Unless you want to go to one of those, subscriber-supported things like 404 Media or Aftermath.
You know what the great thing about commercials is while they're playing, it's a good time to check what's happening on the live feed.
There you go. The live feeds have no commercials, Dustin. That's true. They do sometimes cut away to like pets.
In the live feeds is like all the good stuff happens at like 1:30 p.m.
Yeah, now you get it. That's what's supposed to happen. Dustin, this is why what I've been told is that you are supposed to join LNC, which is Late Night Crew on Reddit. That is where you are up late watching the Big Brother players while they're up late, because that's where all the weird stuff happens and all the scheming.
Okay.
So there was a large meeting that happened at like 3 a.m.
And this is why Dan can't watch the rest of Lincoln Lawyer.
No, I just have other things to do.
Stay up till 3:30 in the morning.
I don't watch. I'm asleep. I am not a Big Brother live feeds person. I catch what I catch when I walk through the room, and that's fine.
Fine.
Anyway.
I think if we keep this up for a couple more weeks, Dustin will be so hooked, he'll be texting you to tell you to check the live feed, because like, holy shit, it's really going down now.
Dustin, what if you incorporate this into your fall plans and like make it some kind of educational project?
What I would like is if you would like Slack me and say something good is happening, then I would check it out.
I don't know what's happening on the live feeds. I've got other stuff to do.
Somebody needs to text me and say, "Hey, the live feeds are good right now."
I mean, if you really want that, Dustin, don't make that threat, because I can make that happen for you.
Well, I was going to say, like, I feel like you just told at least a dozen people that if they have your number, they can just text you randomly and tell you to check the live feed.
That's true.
No one.
All right, I gotta cut that out.
Me.
1:30.
You don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't. I
Dustin,
just doxed myself.
Remove phone number.
No, don't remove. Just do a big bleep over it. Can you insert
yeah, it'll be a bleep. I have a bleep.
Okay. Is it you physically going beep?
Oh, that would be better, but no, I actually have an electronic one. But
okay.
I mean, I'll record it if I remember to, but let's be honest, I'm not going to remember.
Yeah, you're not going to remember to.
Dustin, do not give out your phone number. Come on. That's absurd.
If people want to text me, they can text me.
No.
The point is not that about texting, Dustin. It's that they can use your number, whatever.
They can reach you so many other ways.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to text you.
I'm going to text you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like,
show.
It's 6 a.m.
We managed to talk about. We managed basically to talk about very little television for the last hour.
We talked about Silo. We talked about adults. We talked about Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, which has the show in it. And you asked if you needed to watch the show, which makes it about television. I think we've done a great job.
We talked about Big Brother. We talked about
Big Brother.
Lincoln Lawyer. I did not know he was related to Bosch.
Yeah. Half brother.
Yes, yeah.
It's like it
And Bosch-
is weird though that like he can never appear on the show.
Yeah. Because when you read the books and then watch the show, they basically replace Bosch with another character.
Yeah.
Oh, who replaces
But what
Bosch?
if they also hired Titus
Different
Welliver?
seasons. That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
This is like the oh shoot, what was it? There was the Karen Sisko ABC show.
Oh yeah.
But then was that Gina Gershon? Is that right?
In the show?
No.
No,
I didn't think so.
Carla Gugino.
Okay, sorry, Carla Gugino. But she appeared on Justified, but she couldn't be Karen Sisko. But she was basically Karen Sisko, but they gave her a different name because legally she could not. They couldn't get the rights to the character back for Justified because they're the same universe.
They are.
They are.
Yeah.
It's both.
They're both Hyacinth. What's his name? Carl Hyacinth.
No.
Carl Harrison is Monkey.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Well, I know.
It's he has such a good name too.
Elmore Leonard.
Yes,
Leonard. That's it. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Huh. Or like the fucking Rings of Power where they can't have hobbits because legally they can't have hobbits. I guess it is set in the time before hobbits technically existed, so there's the other race that will become hobbits but are not hobbits yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But anyway, they also
proto-hobbits.
Yeah, even if they wanted to, they couldn't mention hobbits. So, anyway, that's the show. We'll be back next week. I'm sure we will be talking about Ted Lasso and probably Silo because once again, Tori was right. So,
yeah, I'm gonna milk that
Never
for a
forget
while.
it.
Never forget. Have a good night.
I'm getting a tattoo.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.